Welcome to Bill's Bridge class, Sunday, October 6, 2013. Class 184, Introduction to the End Play. We have covered a series of classes on coups. As you will see here, coups are one of the groups of advanced plays for bridge players, and there are several others that we're going to be covering in the next several classes. Here we go.
There are three major categories of expert or advanced bridge plays in bridge. The first is the end play. We're going to cover the end play in this series of classes. Second, there are squeeze plays. They're probably one of the more complex of the plays that you will learn. Thirdly, there is the coup. We've covered in the last 8 classes a variety of coups, and we've covered that subject quite extensively. So let's begin with end play. What exactly is an end play? That's what we're going to be covering starting today. An end play is a method of playing the declarer's hand in such a way that an opponent is forced to lead a suit that is to the advantage of the declarer. Another term for this you may hear is an elimination play, or a throw-in play, or a strip play. That describes more exactly what happens, which you'll see as we begin the series today. What is a squeeze? A squeeze play is a declare play where one or both of the defenders are unable to maintain guards in multiple suits at the same time. When the declarer leads a third suit, or fourth suit, they are forced to discard a stopper, presenting declarer with a trick he could not get by direct development. It's obvious from looking at the definition that the declarer has to be aware of the counts of the distributions of both opponents in order to make this play. Also worth noting, a squeeze can happen by the defense, but that's really an extreme case. 90% of the time plus is always the declarer. What is a coup? A coup is a generic name for various techniques in play, denoting a specific pattern in the lie and the play of the cards. It's a special play maneuver by the declarer, occasionally by the defenders, and we've covered it in most of the coups in 8 classes before. We've covered coups rather extensively, so I'm just mentioning this in passing. Simple example of the end play. You are in 4 hearts as south, and west leads the 10 of spades. Let's examine your possibilities at 4 hearts. Losers. You have 3 diamond losers and 1 heart loser. You may have 2, even 3 heart losers if the hearts don't behave. Well, let's assume that the hearts split 3-2. If they don't, you're probably down. Winners. How many winners do you have? You have 2 spades, 4 clubs, and 3 hearts. If trump split, you still need 1 more trick. That trick will probably have to come from diamonds. Now let's look at the diamond suit. Left to your own, you don't have the 10 of diamonds. You can't force out the ace and king and be sure that you have a trick for a third round control, third round winner. However, there is a way you could make this hand by an end play. If the opponents lead diamonds, you're guaranteed to get a diamond trick. Check it out for yourself. You'll see it shortly. How do you do that? So the question is there a way to force the opponents to lead diamonds? The answer is yes, there certainly is. It's called the end play. Here's how we go. First, you strip the hand, or you eliminate the side suits. Win the ace of spades, play 2 rounds of trump, pulling trump, and there's 1 trump outstanding, the queen or the jack, let's say. You're going to lose that trick eventually, but you don't force it out now. What you do now is cash the king of spades. Now there's spades gone in both hands, so that whoever gets the lead as a defender, if they lead a spade, you will pitch a diamond on one hand and rough in the other and eliminate a diamond loser. Spades are eliminated. Now you eliminate the clubs. You lead clubs. As you lead clubs, if either opponent runs out of clubs and trumps, he will be out of clubs, and he'll be out of trump because he used the last trump, so he's forced to lead another suit. If he leads diamonds, you only have 2 diamond losers. If he leads a spade, you can trump in one hand and toss a diamond, losing diamond from the other, thereby eliminating a loser. If you lead diamonds, you're sure of getting a diamond trick. Well, what happens if nobody roughs? If no one roughs your clubs, you end up leading hearts yourself. After you've led 4 rounds of clubs, you are eliminated clubs from both hands. You've eliminated spades from both hands. And whoever wins the last heart is forced to lead a black suit. And whoever leads a black suit will give you a slough and a rough, and you get rid of your losing diamond. Any way you play, you're assured of 10 tricks. This is a simple end play. Let's review the end play. If you see a suit where it's to your advantage for an opponent to lead that suit, and it may be just one opponent, find a way to execute an end play. You do that by eliminating suits where the defender, upon getting the lead, may be able to safely return control back to you without giving up a trick. If there's a trump suit, it's simple. You eliminate both hands. As long as you have trump in both hands remaining, it's much easier. Then the last point is you do the throw-in. That completes the process of the defender, who must then lead to your advantage to his disadvantage. I'd like to point out that the throw-in may be needed for a specific defender. That is true in the case of a no-trump contract, typically, because one hand you know is out of a suit. The suit may not be stripped from one defender, but the defender who you're going to throw into is stripped, so he's unable to lead that suit to his advantage. In that case, the throw-in still works, but that is the basis of the end play. I'd like you to pay attention to the background that appears on all these series on end plays. The throw-in is the 5 of spades by the declarer that's about to come, and the poor defender who is end played needs to lead a heart back to the declarer to his advantage. Here we go. Declarer leads the 5 of spades. Defender wins with the ace. Now that he's on the lead, he is forced to lead a heart, and he leads a heart right back into the declarer's ace queen of hearts, and the declarer takes the last 2 tricks. This is a good visual, which will be throughout this series, of the ultimate end play.
There you have it, the simple end play. Tomorrow we're going to have more of the same. In fact, we're going to have a whole series on the end play. See you tomorrow.